If you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to prove your manhood, then this one is probably for you. Let me introduce you to the Satare Mawe, an indigenous tribe living deep in the Amazon rainforest of Brazil with a population around 10,000. They are mostly known because of their unusual and painful ritual that marks a boy's transition into manhood. Here's how it is performed. The tribe prepares a pair of gloves by submerging the bullet ants in a natural sedative to render them unconscious. Then, hundreds of them are carefully woven into gloves made from leaves, with their stingers facing inward. Once the ants regain consciousness, these gloves are ready to use. Boys as young as 12 years old have to wear these gloves. The boy slips his hands into the gloves, and the stings begin. The bullet ant sting is infamous for its excruciating pain, 30 times more painful than a bee's sting. Some even compare it to getting shot by a gun. The pain inflicted by the ants could last for 12 to 24 hours along with other symptoms like vomiting, sweating, trembling, or soreness. The boy has to endure this excruciating pain for 10 long minutes, all without flinching, crying, or showing any sign of weakness. According to the tribe's chief, the bullet ant ritual is designed to instill an essential life lesson, that a life without challenges, suffering, or effort is meaningless. Come on, Alex. You can do it. Well done. But don't get too excited. You'll need to repeat this practice 19 more times before you've proven yourself strong enough to be a leader and protector of the tribe. Wait, Alex. Well, Alex might be out for now, but how about you? Would you want to try it? Let me know. When someone passes away, they are usually buried or cremated in today's date. But the next ritual takes it to another level. In the Amazon, there is a tribe known as Yanomami tribe. This tribe practices a distinctive ritual known as endocannibalism. It refers to the practice of consuming the remains of a deceased member from one's own community. While it was mostly performed in history, there could still be some Yanomamis who still perform this. Yanomami believe that the soul needs to be protected after the body dies. They believe the soul of the deceased cannot transition to the spirit world until proper funeral rituals are performed. Here is how the funeral ritual is performed. After the person dies, the body is placed in the forest and covered with leaves. It stays there for about 30 to 45 days, letting nature take its course. Now, all that remains are the bones of the deceased, which are then collected and cremated. The ashes are then mixed into a soup made from bananas, which is shared and consumed by the entire community. Because by consuming the ashes, they believe they keep the spirit of their loved one alive. Additionally, all of the deceased's personal belongings are burned, as it is believed they might harbor evil spirits. But, if a Yanomami man is killed by an enemy, the ritual changes slightly. The ashes are not consumed immediately. Instead, they are preserved until the tribe has carried out a revenge raid against those they believe are responsible. Once this act of vengeance is complete, only the women of the tribe consume the ashes, marking the conclusion of the ritual. In the next ritual, when a person dies, the body of the deceased is not consumed by their community, but is given to the vultures. This practice is known as the Jader or sky burial. To understand this, we will have to go to Tibet. Now, before you ask questions, followers of Buddhism believe in reincarnation, and Tibetan Buddhists believe that the body is just a shell after death as the spirit moves on. By practicing Jader, people can give what was borrowed from the nature back to the earth and perform a last act of charity. While the specifics of Tibetan sky burials can vary by region, several common practices form the foundation of the tradition. When a person passes away, their body is wrapped in white Tibetan cloth and left undisturbed in the corner of the family home for 3 to 5 days. During this time, Buddhist monks chant mantras and recite scriptures, creating a serene environment as the family ceases all activity. At the burial grounds, monks begin the sky burial by chanting prayers around the body. The corpse is unwrapped, and either a monk or Rogyapa, body breakers, take on the task of disassembling the body. With vultures circling overhead, the body is cut at specific points with care and precision. During this process, dissemblers talk and laugh as they would during any other type of physical labor. In Buddhist teachings, it is said that laughing and talking makes it easier for the soul of the deceased to move on to the next life. After that, the dissembler steps back and allow the vultures to approach and consume the body. Once the vultures finish, the remains are gathered and crushed into fine pieces. These are often mixed with barley flour and fed to smaller birds or animals, which concludes their last act of charity to the nature. And that also concludes our class for today. I hope you liked the video. Let me know which ritual you found most interesting.